So the first time I negotiated my salary was actually for my sysadmin gig. And they offered me, I just checked the emails. They offered me 52. I originally asked for 60, but we settled at 55. Ever since then, I've been negotiating my salary for every single offer that's been, given to me. And I've learned a lot. And there's a lot of things I want to share with you all. With all that being said, hi, I'm GPS. I do cloud things at Microsoft here on YouTube. And remember that the best way to learn, well, one of the best ways to learn is by attending free events. It's pretty awesome that we're in a field where there's just always free events that you can attend, online, in-person, hybrid. And on April 24th, we're going to have VS Code Day. I will actually be hosting. We have an amazing, amazing speaker lineup. We got some LangChain. We got some C#. We got some Copilot, all things VS Code. It's going to be awesome. Free, online, open to everyone. There's going to be a link in the description. So RSVP, and I will see you all there. And welcome to a new video. All right, the first lesson to negotiating a salary is to accept that negotiation is part, that back and forth is part of joining a company. It is expected by them, but it is your responsibility to bring up. They're not going to be like, hey, do you want more money? No, it's on you. But also know that it is expected. I know a lot of people get scared of like, oh, if I negotiate, then they're gonna rescind the offer or something like that. That has happened, but I just think that's probably not a company you want to work for in the first place. So you probably dodged a bullet there. But it's part. It's you think about it. It's business. I always say that working somewhere, it's business for both ends. It's for you and it's for them. So that negotiation is it's part of the deal. So remember that, okay? Don't feel bad about wanting to ask for a specific number or a range or getting an offer and asking for more. It's expected, all right? The next lesson after that is do your research. Do your research before you even start interviewing. Make sure you're aware of like what the expected range for the role, the level that you're at, because sometimes in the offer, like not the offers, in the job descriptions, they will have ranges that are way below what you deserve or what that role deserves. So they're not even worth investing time in my opinion. So keep that in mind. Do your research. Also, when you're finally in like the interviewing pipeline, if it's the first call, and I'm pretty sure most companies on the first call, they'll be like, what is your expected salary? Always give a range, okay? Don't give an exact number. I remember the last time I was asked about my expected salary, I said 200 to 220, something like that. That I would be comfortable with that, anything within that range. Yeah, you don't want to give your exact number, okay? So keep that in mind and do your research, right? 3, the biggest enabler in your career is how much you can tolerate risk, in my opinion. I look back at the trajectory of my career and the fact that I was financially smart, in my opinion, from the beginning. Like I had very little debt. I wasn't wasting money on like fancy cars or trying to flex on anyone. I could establish a pretty good savings. Also, I had the privilege of like my money is just mine. I don't have like kids or anything like that, or anyone who depends on me. But I could take risks. I could go from like working at the Apple store, then going to a help desk, even though they paid pretty much the same, and I could make that lateral move. And the help desk one ended up sort of costing me more because I had to commute, and it was like an hour and a half. And then I had a terrible car. It would break down all the time, so you had to pay to get it fixed and stuff like that. But it opened up doors. Help desk, sysadmin, cloud engineer, et cetera, right? Had I not made that move, or had I been thinking of like, oh no, if I don't make more money, then I'm not going to make a move, then I wouldn't be here. Maybe I would, but who knows, right? The trajectory would probably look different. So your ability to take risks, a lot of it depends on how smart you are with your finances. And I know everyone has a different background in this case. And, maybe you do have a lot of debt for whatever reason. Maybe you have some college debt, whatever it is. Maybe there's more people who depend on you. And I understand that. But the first step in that case, or in any case really, even though I feel like I'm in a pretty great financial situation, I'm consistently educating myself. And I think that is the first step for everyone. Educate yourself on your finances. I know sometimes you can get a little overwhelmed on debt and you kind of just want to tuck it away and like not pay attention to it. but have a plan of attack. Educate yourself, understand the options that you have, so you can get to the point where you can take risks. If there's a job that you really dislike and you want to go for something else, and maybe it doesn't pay enough, or maybe it's going to take you some time off for you to learn what you need to learn and then make the move, then having a cushion, a financial cushion, is obviously going to help you out with that. So educate yourself in that. Do as much as you can to be in control of your finances and not your finances in control of you, and make the moves you want to make. And finally, you can negotiate a lot more than just salary. I think salary is probably the most obvious one, but you can negotiate things like I've asked for, like budgets for certifications and books. When I joined Microsoft, I asked for relocation package, so they pay for relocation. I've asked for additional days off. Everything is kind of up for grabs when it comes to negotiating. It's sort of on you to kind of ask what that would look like. Again, it's a conversation, it's a back and forth. Just make sure everything is in writing. That's like the biggest thing. As long as everything is in writing and you sign it, they sign it, perfect. Don't take anything for like, oh no, you got my word. Your word means nothing if it's not signed. All right. Those are kind of things that I've learned in terms of negotiating salary. And hopefully some of it's helpful. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.